In this video, we're going to look into the Florida bill that would make silver gold legal tender and end all taxes on silver and gold. So please like, share, and subscribe. So I'll keep you updated on this bill as we move forward in the year. I got a little bit of information on this, folks. I don't have a lot. I'm not going to read these 3 pages that I got in fully to you because I don't want to waste your time. But I'm going to pick out the highlights of what's happening here in Florida. So again, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's just get into the video right now. Senator Anna Rodriguez filed a state bill, S-132. So what she's trying to do is trying to get silver and gold passed as legal tender in the state. I think this bill has a good chance of passing. So what we need to do now, since it's early in the year, because this won't start coming to the floor on March 4th of 2025. So if you live in Florida, or if you know that somebody lives in Florida, or you're going to move to Florida, it really don't matter where these phone calls are coming from. Find a couple senators in the state of Florida. And I'm not talking the senators that go to Washington, D.C. I am talking the ones that go to Tallahassee. So your local reps that go to Tallahassee, call a few of them. See if they're willing to pass this bill or gain a yes vote on this bill. Because the more we hop on them, the better chances this bill will get passed. So if this bill does get passed, it will take effect on July 1st of 2025. It will wipe out all taxes. Right now, in the state of Florida, most of your silver and gold is taxed less than $500. There's a few exceptions on that. Anything government issued in the United States, it's not taxed. So therefore, your silver eagles are not taxed less than $500. Your 90% silver are not taxed less than $500. Your 40% silver is not taxed less than $500. Your 35% silver war nickels are not taxed less than $500. So anything coming from Canada, anything coming from Australia, anything coming from a foreign nation is taxed right now underneath the Florida's law. Even silver bars, silver rounds, those are all taxed less than $500 along with gold. That would get all repealed, and that would come into effect July 1st of 2025. So what they're doing is they're trying to get this bill passed for one. It's a framework to have companies to accept silver and gold. So now companies are going to start taking silver and gold as legal tender. They don't have to, okay? They don't have to, but it's a way that you would be able to pay your taxes with it. Any debts you owe to the government in the state, you'll be able to use physical silver and gold as payment. There was a news article that there was a coin shop out of Tampa, I think it was, and he was kind of against this because he says, well, people don't know what silver and gold is, blah, he went on to a little tangent, I would say, and people would need to get trained. Look, it's not going to take that much for people to get trained with silver and gold. It's really not. When I worked in the state of Maine, I worked for a pizza joint, and they trained us how to find fake money, fake bills and stuff like that. They grouped us all up, and every couple of years they sent us over to find fake money at the store and stuff like that. They shut down the store for one night, normally on the Tuesday night, and they trained us how to find counterfeit bills. It wouldn't take that much. It wouldn't take a lot of money for these companies to do this, even if they just did it with the managers at first, then the managers can train the associates, blah, blah, blah. Yes, you would need to invest in a Sigma. Those cost, about $13, $14? For a lot of businesses, that could be a tax write-off, folks. It could be a tax write-off. So, I don't see that going to be too much of a problem if someone's willing to accept silver and gold as payment. And as people would need to, if this law does pass, people would need to start using silver and gold as payments. They don't have to, though. They don't have to. It's just really giving the middle finger to the U.S. dollar when you're using physical silver and gold as payment, or even if you use the goldbacks. State of Florida is going to introduce 3 new goldbacks this year. So the half goldback, the 2 goldback, and the 100 goldback. Those are new for Florida in 2025. Goldback, I think, is a good idea. Some people don't like them. The goldbacks are, based on the price of gold. Yes, they have the premium on them. But here's the thing about goldbacks, before I go back into this other section I want to talk about. Goldbacks, yes, you got the premium. The premium never goes away. The only way you lose with goldbacks, just like if silver went down, gold went down, then your value of your goldback would go down with the price of gold going down. Gold goes up, they're going to increase in value. You're never going to lose your premium on them. Whatever the premium is, you're not going to lose that. That stays with you. So that will stay with you. So keep that in mind. You're at the helm of where gold really goes up in price or down in price. That's where you start losing the money on that end of the scale. So keep that in mind as we move forward with that. I am thinking about getting some of the Florida goldbacks, the half goldbacks, and the $1 ones right now. I'm thinking about doing some of those right now, but I've not made my final decision on that. I do own some goldbacks right now from other states that have come on board, and there's talks, there's crickets about maybe Texas will come on board next. Maybe Oklahoma will come on board next. Maybe North Carolina will be the next one to come forward with this. Look, Missouri is already getting through legislation now on silver and gold as legal tender. So who is going to come forward with being the next state? Florida could be the 6th state to do this, folks. And, I do see a lot more businesses. If this law is passed, I do see state stores, businesses willing to accept silver and gold as payment. Now, what happens if someone needs cash? Well, you could take that to the coin shop. Business could take it to the coin shop like this woman's doing at the restaurant now with us. Or they can sell it. I mean, I don't think this could be... I don't know exactly how it's all going to work yet, but I think is a good way to trade with silver and gold. And silver and gold is money on top of it all. So basically what's going on is March, they're going to introduce the bill onto the floor. They're going to have a committee on it. They're trying to get this through very quickly this year. And if this passes, it will come to effect on July 1st of 2025. And just imagine, no more taxes, okay? No more taxes in the state of Florida for silver and gold, less than $500 across the board. Now, what Florida is trying to do also in this bill, they're going to recognize just about everything. So if it's coming from Australia, if it's coming from Canada, if it's a silver bar, a gold bar, whatever, as long as it's marked of what the priority is on the bar, like 4 nines fine, 3 nines fine, it will be accepted. Now that takes away, right now, that takes away the 90% silver. That takes away your 40% silver. That will also take away your 35% silver, unless somebody knows what that priority is in those coins. That is not going to be recognized in this bill as of yet. That could become later in another bill down the road. But I think most people know 90% silver, 40% silver, your 35% silver will probably be more peer-to-peer. If you're selling something and that party wants to take 90% silver, 40% silver, 35% silver, whatever the case may be, it could be done that way. You know, it's done that way now. You know, people are trading in silver and gold now. We just don't hear it about that. You know, if Farmer Joe wants to sell some hay and you got some horses, and Farmer Joe is willing to take the silver as payment, well, then there you go. That Farmer Joe can go down to the other farmers, say he needs some fuel for his tractor. That tractor where he's getting his gas from that other farmer is willing to take silver. It's just the same thing going forward with this. And I'll end with this, folks. You know, I'm going to keep you guys up to date on this, but it says, imagine if a grocery clerk, you asked him to break a $5 bill. He charged you 35 cents. That's a little bit crazy, right? After all, you were just exchanging from one money to another. So if you were asking for you gave them a $5 bill and you wanted it once, and they charged you a 35-cent fee on that, people would go crazy. So why were we taxing silver and gold anyway? Silver and gold are money. So we have to keep that in perspective of what's going on here. I don't know if this bill is going to pass, okay? This is kind of new to me. I know it was coming, but I didn't know how fast it was going to come. But it looks like... So what we really need to do right now, call your state reps. Especially if you live in Florida. You have relatives in Florida. Call your state reps. Wherever you are in the state of Florida, or wherever your relatives, friends, or family in, you can pick up the phone and call that state rep too. Just make sure you're calling the right people, not the ones going to Washington, D.C. Make sure they're going to Tallahassee. So that is what I'm trying to say. Let's get this passed, folks. This is going to be good for the state of Florida. This is going to be good for the United States as a whole. And if Florida can get on board with this, it will be the biggest state in the nation that has passed silver and gold as legislation on top of it all. So just keep that in mind. The bill, again, the bill number is S-132. And it was filed on January 2nd of 2025. So with that being said, again, S-132, you can look this up on Google yourself. And wherever you live in Florida, make sure you're calling your rep for the portion of the state that you live in, and let's get this bill passed. So let's get the phone calls started now. But be nice about it, okay? Be nice. Let's not be aggressive about this. Let's be nice. Let's keep pushing to get this passed. And let's see if Florida will be the next one to come on board with all this. If you folks have any questions for me about silver, gold, or platinum, my email will always be in the description of every single video. I hope this helped out. I'm still, I'm not good on these laws and everything else like that. So if you got more information for me, or I misspoke on something, please let me know. All right, because I want to get out the right information. I don't want to mislead anybody in any of my videos. So thank you for all for watching. And to the next video, CoinShop Chris is out.